What's up, everyone, and welcome to my FAQ number 96. You know what I am? I'm extremely happy. Like, extremely happy. You might ask, why am I so extremely happy? Well, first of all, the grass is growing. I've been putting seeds in my yard at the house, and the grass is fucking growing. Isn't that amazing? I mean, fine, you can pregnate ladies, get kids and see them grow up. That's amazing. But you know what's more amazing? Getting grass to grow. It's such a satisfaction getting the grass to grow. But no, that's not the only reason why I'm positive Ola today. I'm positive Ola because after my last FAQ, where I was all pissy and, with a shit attitude, I got so many great and uplifting comments from you guys. Mwah. I love you guys. You're amazing. It's making me genuinely happy to go into the comment section of my videos and just read all the positive comments. It makes me feel proud that, I have such a great community going. Both in the YouTube comments, on my Discord and YouTube members and all that. It's such an awesome helping community. So I'd like to extend my biggest positive Olas for you. Thank you so much for making this an awesome community. Mwah. Thank you. Positive Ola. But I went into my YouTube analytics because my YouTube guy, or YouTube gal actually, called me and said, hey, check your analytics, man. Your subscribers did not push the notification bell down there. It's down there. Only 12.6% of you have pushed the bell notification bell down there. Go do that, because you're missing out when I'm uploading the videos. And when you've done this, be sure to turn on the notifications on your phone as well. If you shut them off, you won't see shit, basically. So there you go. Started off with some positive Ola, and then lead into instructive Ola. Okay? But that's okay. Great. First question. Chaosware FAQ 100 is coming soon. Any special plans to celebrate this milestone? Yes. No. Actually, I have one solid plan for what I'm doing on the FAQ 100, but I don't really have thought about it that much. But it's in 6 weeks, so I have way enough time. Shit, it's 4 weeks. Okay, I need to start planning, I guess. But yes, I have a plan to maybe bring in a guest or two. I wonder what that could be. Ola, mysterious asshole. K-Dub, hi Ola, what guitar amp pedal would you recommend for a beginner male player? Greetings from the US, hope you and your family have an amazing day. Oh, positive guy, K-Dub, positive K-Dub. Maybe you're getting sick and tired of me hearing me say this, but for beginners and even intermediate to pro players, I would definitely recommend the Boss Katana stuff. I've said it a bunch of times, I'm not sponsored, even though the guy in the latest FAQ said, like, bullshit, you're sponsored by Boss, blah. No, I'm not sponsored. The Katana stuff is just a really, really good option right now in its price range. You can get the Katana 50, bam, it's a great starting amplifier. You can get the head, you can get the Katana Mini or Air or whatever. They have products for basically everything, and it sounds kick-ass, okay? So don't give me that bullshit. I'm not sponsored by Boss. Aaron GA, fuck! Wonder fly in my head. Did you know such guitarist Rob Arnold? He played in 6 Feet Under and Chimaira. Are you played with him live or in the studio when played in SFU? Did you listen to Chimaira albums? Thanks. I only had a couple of emails with Rob Arnold, and he seems like a super awesome guy. And he sent me a bunch of videos on how to play the songs that he wrote for the album that 6 Feet Under released together with him. So he's been super nice about it. He showed how to play his songs, and I listened a little bit to Chimaira. Kevin Talley, who also plays drums in Feared, was in Chimaira for a while, and it's good, solid metal. I never really listened to Chimaira, but I've listened to some of their stuff and songs, and I haven't really had time to jump into and really become a fan or anything like that. But it's a band that I really respect, has had a bunch of really awesome musicians in it, and I think they disbanded, right? But Rob is definitely super talented, he's super nice, and hopefully I can meet him someday, maybe for a coffee. Ah! Oh shit! Blue Mooism. I haven't felt super gassed up about guitar gear since I got my Axe FX a few years back. Do you think there's just not as much cool shit coming out, or is it just me? This is an excellent question. There is a bunch of really cool shit coming out, but the problem now is that there's so many cool shit coming out at the same time that people are just not as surprised or excited as back as when, you know, even like when the Line 6 pod got released, the first one, you know, people got excited, like, holy shit, this is the first time, you know, modeling for real and whatnot. And now, you know, we have so many products from so many different brands trying to solve every guitarist problems out there. So I just think that we live in such an awesome era where we get all these awesome, amazing products, but we're just not as excited as before. Personally, that's the thing about me. I see a new amplifier being released. Yeah, that's good and cool. That's awesome. But I remember back in the day, I was like hungering for new metal amplifiers and, you know, trying out new stuff. It's actually kind of similar to my music listening as well. You know, back in the day when I was a teenager, I would just like try and bring in and find stuff all over the place and just listen to everything. And then after a while, you kind of sit back and you get more mature. You listen to so much music and nothing really impresses you the same like it did back in the day. I think it's the same with the music instrument, at least for me, at least, or like with guitar gear, is that, you know, there's just so much stuff being released all the time. It's so hard for me to keep up. I can easily miss a really awesome new product just because there's so many other products out there. I think you've probably gotten to this point where you understand that, okay, you're fine with the Axe FX2, you know, it can make you happy and can basically solve your situation and what you want with your guitar playing, and that might be enough for you. So that's why you stopped, and maybe you play guitar more. That's awesome. Yeah. I wish I was as excited as I was back in the day, but you know, it's just me getting old, I guess. Tim Stalkers, Ola, did you already check out Rick Beato's video about Pantera? He talks about Walk in his series. What makes this song great? Yes, I saw it. It's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love how nerdy it is. And Rick is basically listening through the stems of the song, analyzing the tracks, and, you know, just basically commenting on the actual song, which is super awesome. And I've always been a big fan of Rick Beato. He's just on a totally different level. Sometimes I feel he's just in another league when it comes to intelligence than me. But he has an amazing YouTube channel, and if you haven't checked it out already, you definitely should. There's a lot of music knowledge on his channel and a lot of inspiration to be found. So if you haven't already, go check out Rick Beato and subscribe. And also push the bell notification bell, but only for my videos, okay? Otherwise they might get clogged up with all the other bullshit that's out there. Jose Maria Garcia Diaz. Hola. Do you think that Steve Vai is overrated? Love from Spain. No, I think that Steve Vai would probably be underrated more than anything. He is one of the few guitar players out there that basically paved his own path, and he has sold millions of records of instrumental guitar music. I mean, that is such an accomplishment, and you know, he's definitely on top 5 of my guitar players of all time. Not only because of his playing and his songs, it's just that he's such a inspiration. Like when I met him and talked to him, I had a taxi drive with him 2 hours, and I talked to him, and he was so spiritual in a really non-religious way, by the way. But you know, just talking to him, it was like talking to God, basically. That's kind of like the only, that's the only way I can basically compare it to. But then again, I'm not religious, so I can't really compare it to God. I mean, I think personally he has done everything right. You know, he's been owning his own material from the start, and you know, owned his publishing and all that. You know, he's just like, he's the prime example of a do-it-yourself guy, and we all should learn from what he has done. And he's amazing. So overrated? Fuck no. Total opposite. Jon Karlstad, please Ola, for the love of metal, do a 6-string black V with Evertune and inlays. Beginner guitarists who can't play without inlays. Now this raises a question for me, but I'm still being positive, Ola. Alright, so when I play guitar, I sit with a guitar like this. I pull it close to me like this, into my body. And maybe you have a little belly, so it goes like this. But if you're thin and slender, as Ola Englund the Swede, the burping Swede, then you would have your guitar something like this when sitting down, okay? And this little thingy, I can't really hold a pick that well. But basically when I play, all I see on the neck is the side of the fretboard, okay? And the side of the neck. And on the side of the neck, you have the side dots, okay? All the Solar guitars, and basically all the guitars I've ever owned, have had side dots. Great, okay. So I use those to navigate around. I'm basically not seeing the fretboard at all. I mean, if I do like this, I can see. And you know, if you play like this, I would understand if you would need dots on the fretboard. So maybe this is something I need to ask. Is side dots not enough for people? It's just my question. I mean, when I'm playing like this, which I can't because I can't play with this. I can barely hold a pick. This cast is, it's really hard on me. So all I can play, I cannot chug, but I can play Wonderwall. Sunday, you're gonna stick my ass today. Yes. So that's just a little side question. Do you actually watch on the fretboard like this when you play? When I'm playing live, you know, I'm doing like this. Da, 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 da. I don't really watch the fretboard. I watch the side, you know. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Okay, so what do you think? Do you need inlays on the actual fretboard, or are side dots enough for you? Write in the comment section. This is going to be interesting. Thank you. Bandit Aviation 520. What's a DI? I've been playing guitar for 2 years now, but I haven't done much research on equipment other than regular pedals and modeling amplifiers. This is a great question. Something I do take for granted too many times is that you guys know what a DI is when I explain, you know, in my FAQs and my tutorials. Okay, so if I have an audio, audio interface. Yes, I have a audio interface. Wrong way. Please help. Send help. DI stands for direct input. Now what is direct input? Well, this is the output of the guitar. Right here, okay? Plug in the guitar, plug into your interface. That's basically sending a DI to whatever gear you're using. So right here is the sound of a DI. Everything sounds awesome with this cast. What you're hearing right now is the signal of the guitar. It's not going through an amplifier, it's not going through any effects or anything like that. This is the sound if you would just plug in your guitar into a piece of gear like this. Wow, sounds amazing. Thank you, cast. So why would you record a DI signal and not the amplifier or your amplifier sound? Well, if you record your DI signal, you have so much more options when it comes to tailoring your sound to a mix, for instance. Or in my case, I mean, I record all my albums in DI, so I always have the raw DI signals left, and then afterwards I reamp without what I'm using, and that eventually ends up on the album. But then I can always go back to my session and have all my DI signals going, and I can basically reamp again if I want to. I can use it for an amp demo or something like that. It gives you so much more options and you know, possibilities basically. So that's why I record DI. I forgot, another really cool thing about recording DI is that you can basically just have a small audio interface, record your DI track, send it to your friend across the world who has an EVH amplifier and a totally badass sounding rig and a microphone. He can reamp it and send it back to you, so you don't actually have to own the gear, which is amazing. It's awesome. So, there you go. Magnus Martinsson. It was great playing Quake again for the first time in about 20 years. Being fragged by Ola the Fan Slayer made it even better. Oh, thank you so much, Magnus. I'll send you that signed CD later. But basically he's talking about my Discord channel. I'm not gonna plug it that much. It's basically my Discord. I have a community there. If you're a YouTube member of my channel, you click join down below. You can go kick my ass in Quake. You can talk to me, voice chat or whatever. There's a bunch of people in there. We're also getting a lot of whammon in there now. So we all have to behave, okay? So there you go. Not plugging my own bullshit. Click join below. It's optional. Ola tasting shit. When I was at the store, the American food store, I saw this jar and I just had to have it. What is it? It's Fluff. Why did I pick Fluff? Well, because Fluff is a YouTuber. And I love Fluff, by the way. He's awesome. He has an awesome YouTube channel. Go check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, I'm about to eat Fluff. And what is it? Artificial flavor strawberry marshmallow. Hi, Fluff. Oh, damn. Ooh, it's basically exploding out of the jar here. Smells great. Look at that. Okay, here you go, Fluff. Mmm. Not too bad. I mean, I think marshmallows are supposed to have a little bit more texture to it, but this is basically like a, fluffy sauce. Yeah, it's good. 6 out of 10. Ola tasting shit. Bobby Simpson, what new music are you working on? Any new recordings? Alright, so right now with my broken thumb, not a lot of music is being written, but at least I'm keeping myself active with the YouTube membership jam. Hopefully I just released the second member jam. That keeps me writing leads, which is really good, so I challenge myself a little bit, at least every week. So basically I have to take this off, be really careful when I write those up until this is healed. So, but other than that, I haven't really done that much new recordings of songs. I have a bunch of ideas and song excerpts and all that, but not really that much solid, unfortunately. But I'm looking forward to getting back into it. Costa Seth, hey Ola, did you hear the new Alter Bridge song? What is your opinion about them and Mark Tremonti and Miles Kennedy? Alright, I checked out the new Alter Bridge song. Sounds heavy. Sounds heavy. And while it's not my preferable genre of music, I have huge respect for Mark Tremonti and what he's doing. And his riffs are amazing, his leads are amazing, and it's just not in my genre or type of music. But I so much more prefer Alter Bridge than Creed that he had before. Yeah, usually the production of his albums are sick as fetus. The song itself is great. It's not really super exciting in that sense. It sounds like an Alter Bridge song, like standard. It's great. I would love to have Mark Tremonti on a coffee with Ola. It seems like he has so much knowledge. It seems like a very intelligent dude, and yeah, I just want to have him. I want to have him. Great! Okay, that's all for today. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out the member jam. I posted it this Friday. It was awesome. Thank you so much to everyone involved. And also, if you aren't already, become a member. I promise you, it's pretty fucking awesome on Discord. We're having a great time there. Otherwise, thank you so much for being you. Thank you for letting me be me. And see you next time. Bye. That hurt, actually. And now my leg is all red. Look.